Hello and welcome back to Lights Camera ASMR. Today we will be looking at some trivia in regards to Scarface from 1983, the movie, just to confirm. And before I say anything else, I am considering changing my channel name because Lights Camera ASMR is a little bit of a generic name, so in the next video there may be a different channel name / username. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go straight into it. So, like in the last DVD Discoveries video, I had a double pack DVD. This time I have a triple pack featuring 3 movies: Carlito's Way, Scarface and Casino. Today we are going to be, as I've said already, delving into Scarface. So first of all, I'm going to read out the blurb. In the spring of 1980, the port of Mariel Harbor was opened and thousands set sail for the United States. They came in search of the American dream. One of them found it on the sun-washed avenues of Miami. Wealth, power and passion beyond his wildest dreams. He was Tony Montana. The world will remember him by another name, Scarface. So this is a film by the director Brian De Palma, and it stars Al Pacino as Scarface, as well as Michelle Pfeiffer and Stephen Bohr. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. And as I mentioned already, it came out in 1983, which is almost 30. No, hold on. Almost 40 years ago. Is that right? I can't do maths. Yeah, so I've got some trivia about the movie. So, first of all, Tony Montana uses yayo as slang for cocaine. Al Pacino learned the word while learning the Cuban accent and ad-libbed it during the chainsaw scene. Brian De Palma liked it so much that he kept it in the movie. The scene where Tony and Elvira are at the car dealership and they're sitting in the car. There's a bit where he puts on her hat, which was unscripted. As Michelle Pfeiffer is looking away, Al Pacino puts on the hat, and then when she turns back she starts laughing. Brian De Palma, the director, he kept it in because he thought it was a good way of showing the early stages of her warming to Tony as a personality and as a human being. Al Pacino has stated that Tony Montana is one of his favourite characters he's played, and I can see why. You've got obviously Michael Corleone from The Godfather. Excellent movie, excellent acting performance from Al. He's played a guy in Dog Day Afternoon, I can't remember the guy's name. He's also been in a splattering of other movies over the years, but I would say Scarface and Godfather are the big ones. In the final, see, again, I try and do a disclaimer at the start, and I forgot this time to say that I try not to have spoilers in, so bear with me while I quickly check. I'll just whittle it down so it's not as obvious. There's a scene huge controversy in the city of Miami during the making of the film over whether the producers should be allowed to shoot in the city. Now, I'm just thinking if that means filming shooting or the actual gun shooting. I never thought about this when I was looking it up. Anyway, the Miami Tourist Board decided not to allow filming as they were afraid the movie would discourage tourism to Miami, which is an interesting idea because you would think that a film as big as that, I mean, I don't know how big it was back when it was released because I wasn't alive, but you would think that would encourage tourism, but I suppose the themes of the movie may discourage. There's one shot near the end of the movie of somebody using a grappling hook, and again I will say no more about the actual scene itself. Anyway, that scene was directed by Steven Spielberg, who was visiting the set at the time. Al Pacino wanted Glenn Close to play Elvira, but the producers didn't think she was good looking or sexy enough. Scarface was the first film to have over 200 uses of the F word. In The Simpsons, Homer Simpson quotes Tony Montana's famous Money, Power, Woman speech when Marge Simpson goes into the backyard and finds Homer guarding a mountain of sugar with a baseball bat. The screenwriter Oliver Stone, who adapted the film for the 1983 release. Now, before I say that, there was a film that came out called Scarface in like the 1920s, 30s, which I've not seen, and I don't know the plot. But when I was looking it up, obviously when you've got the writers, it's got the original Scarface writers. But this was a very different film. The setting and the nationality of the main character, I believe, are different. Anyway, the screenplay writer for the 1983 movie, Oliver Stone, named Tony Montana after his favourite football player, Joe Montana. John Travolta was considered for the role of Manny Rivera. Oliver Stone again wrote this film while fighting a cocaine addiction. The international corporation set up by Saddam Hussein to launder money from his various enterprises was called Montana Management. Now, I've missed one out, and I thought this was going to happen because I was thinking, I remember this is quite a good one. Stephen Bohr, who plays Manny Rivera, got to his role without even auditioning. So, if only it was that easy for everyone. So, that is the trivia that I gathered about Brian De Palma's film Scarface. I'm just going to take it out so I can show you the disc, if you are at all bothered. Yeah, so what I've been doing is watching movies. I've recently moved into this flat, so I've taken all the DVDs out and watched these movies again, and then I thought, why not put that viewing to good use and just do a bit of trivia searching and do a wee video. So yeah, there's where's the camera? There's Tony there. So let me know if you've seen this movie. Let me know if there's any facts or any trivia pieces that you think are worth noting. I'm just going to ramble for a little bit now and just see what comes out. Another film by Brian De Palma that I watched again recently is the other one that's in this set, called Carlito's Way. Anyway, and sorry that's a bit noisy. And it's got Al Pacino as well, and it's a very good film. I'd never heard of it. When I bought this DVD, whenever it was, I got it because I wanted to see Scarface, and I thought, why don't I get money's worth and get the 3-pack rather than buying it on its own? So Carlito's Way is another movie that I would recommend to watch. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. This is a considerably shorter video than the others. I think I should maybe start to speak a little bit slower, and then the things that I have got noted down would take twice as long to say, and it's also probably a little bit more relaxing than me jabbering on and on and on, very fast and rapid. So I will bear that in mind for the next video, which I'm not too sure yet which movie. I've got an idea because I watched another movie at the weekend which would fit into this series quite well because it's a modern classic, I would say. Anyway, this was some trivia about Scarface, and have a nice morning, afternoon or evening, and I will see you in the next video.